What's up, Gundam modelers? How is everyone doing? I imagine everybody is pretty excited of the recent news from the Shizuoka hobby show that just started within the past maybe 10 hours, 12 hours you could say. And the internet is abuzz at the latest announcements. Now, we already knew since maybe a few days ago that they were going to make a real grade unicorn Gundam. And I did a video a few days ago talking about the fact that what are we going to expect from the show? You know, what would be the main surprise? And I threw some ideas in the air. Somebody on Facebook threw out the possibility that we may get a master grade Kshatriya, which I said I actually posted on their page. I will believe it when I see it. It's a little too early. I mean, the only tease that we got was the China Bear guy, the Pulse Gundam, which now it's been renamed as the Ninpulse. I kind of like that name, Ninpulse Gundam from the Build Fighter series, and then all the other mobile suits that we already knew that was coming. But well, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and this is a big-ass elephant. The 1/48 scale, mega-size, Unicorn Gundam Destroy Mode. Yes, the mega-size line is not dead. Apparently, they seem to like that. And, Jesus, I just saw a portion of video from Hobby Link Japan, how the mega-size Gundam is, and I remember seeing the mega-size Gundam brought to Gunpla Builders World Cup 2017 in New York. One of my friends, Albert, brought his big scale 1/48 scale kit, and I'm seeing this next to it. I was like, holy shite! Oh, God, I'm so sick and tired of unicorns. But you know, it is what it is, and you have to appreciate how it looks, how big it is. So far, we see the retail price of 10,000 yen. And I can imagine the pre-orders are going to go ballistic here, both on Hobby Link Japan's website and all the other online stores as well. And surprisingly enough, this kit is coming out in August, of all places, August. Now, I understand the reasons, you know, Bandai's approach to this. They did this because they want to coincide with the 1/1 scale of the Unicorn Gundam that's going to be in Odaiba this year, replacing the 1/1 scale RX-78-2. So, at a marketing standpoint, smart idea. I like that. Wasn't expecting that. That was a bit of a surprise. So bravo on Bandai's camp for doing something like this. I can imagine a lot of people are going to ask me, are you going to get it? Are you going to get it? I don't know yet. Dude, I'm like looking at where my Gundam, my perfect grade Gundam, and I have it on top of a shelf, which has maybe a good 6-inch clearance from the top of the roof, top of my ceiling to the head of the perfect grade, and I see next to it I have enough space there. Maybe, but to tell you the truth, if I get this will be repainted to something else, which I don't know yet. Don't even ask me when. Don't even. I don't even know where to begin with this. It's a beautiful looking kit, I have to admit. Of course, the second big news would be the real grade Unicorn itself, the 1/44 scale. And judging by its size and scale, it looks pretty good. I have a feeling, and if you see my high grade kits here, it's going to be a little bit bigger than what we see here. In order for this to pull off the transformation, and if you're looking at the inner frame and how it looks, that looks very finicky to actually pull apart the inner frame in the arms, in the legs, and the part where you have to flip out that joint in the knee. pulling out the armor that's on the waist, the side skirts, the shoulders needs to be not only pulled out but flipped up a bit. The chest part also like expanded out. The foot also pulled out and pulled down. And then of course you have the head. That transformation of the head is going to be the key. And I had a hard time when I was working on the master grade version of the unicorn, which I don't have on display. Even the perfect grade one was a pain in the ass. How they're gonna do with this, I have no idea. That head may be parts forming, but we'll see in the months ahead. And of course, that's coming at the same time as the mega size, so that's both coming out in August. The month of August is going to be stupidly busy, stupidly busy. Now, I mentioned that the Zeta Z Gundam, ZZ Gundam, excuse me, I keep saying Zeta Z, I don't know why. The ZZ Gundam, which is, you see right here, the prototype photo, you know, what it looks like. Looks good. Good detail. I really can't wait to get this one. This one's coming out in September. And retail is going to be around 6,000 yen. So about 50 or so bucks. Something like 55 or so. Expect to spend maybe close to 70 with shipping. So it's good. It's a welcome sight to see. And I never built the master grade version. Hell, I don't even no, I've said this before. I never built the high grade, never built the master grade. I've only built the original ZZ Gundam 1/100 scale that came out way back when. I don't have that kit anymore. And even though we're seeing the prototype photograph of this kit, we're not seeing what it looks like in G Fortress mode, G Fighter mode, all that, booster mode, all that stuff. Now, the P-Bandai had its presence, and I didn't know about this until recently, which was the Master Grade 00G XN. excuse me, Master Grade 1/100 scale 00 XN Riser, and that one's going to be retailing at 8,600 yen. Real expensive, of course, for you 00 Gundam fans out there. Another surprise is the Casaval Gundam, but master grade, but they're going to be using the 3.0 mold. That's good, you know. I know that the 3.0 could have been easily milked, but as a P-Bandai, so I don't know what everybody thought about this. If they want it. If I wanted the Casaval, I might as well buy the original 1.5 version. Or take any of my... I have a Master Grade 1-year war one, and I can repaint that one if I wish, if I incline to do. Another P-Bandai is going to be the Crossbone Gundam X2 version Katoki, 4,700 yen. Now this is something new. I'm still reading about it. And by the way, this video is subject to change. Some new stuff may present itself, so if you see something new, just comment it. There's going to be a new series of, I guess, Master Grade kits, but again, P-Bandai, I'm assuming P-Bandai, called Ace Pilot Logs. It says here it starts on May 26th. That's going to be a few days from now, and they're showing off some Zakus, some custom Zakus. I kind of like that Heat Hawk on that white Zaku right there. 4,800 yen. It's basically the Shin Matsunaga Zaku 2 custom. And there's a tan version, and there's a blue version. Robert Gilliam with the bazooka. Another P-Bandai that we already knew about was the Advanced G and X Master Grade. That's another mold which I'm surprised nobody has. They haven't fully made multiple versions of it. I mean, we had the original one. They could have easily done the A-Laws version. I would have gone for that one because I love that lance on the A-Laws. And since they made it for this guy, maybe they'll make another. They'll make the A-Laws coming soon. Also on display is the 100 scale RE100 series AMX 103 Hama Hama, retailing at 4,500 yen. The test photos that we've been seeing was basically the model just standing up, to, just in a pose. The display model is showing off the part where the actual arm sticks out, and you see the wires coming out of that hand, and it's basically the same features that you've seen on the Ronin Zulu. So the detail on it is really nice. I'm kind of digging it. I'm not a big fan of the remote weaponry systems that you see there. I'd rather have this, standing. Well, the way it is, you could see. I'm a bit curious how those manipulator hands, those three little hands, can hold a beam saber and not fall off. Obviously, there's going to probably be a peg that you have to stick in there, and that is probably necessary for something like this. I do remember building this kit way back when. Didn't like it back then, but this one I'm more interested because the shoulders can act. The massive thruster shoulders. I see a lot of spacing in there, a lot of spacing, and I can imagine that the Hama Hama's shoulders can tilt forward and back, as well as the side skirts, and the side skirts are being held up by that massive umbilical cord. That I don't know if it's the cord itself and then the parts go right on top of it, or is it part of a frame? Who knows? It looks interesting. It's coming out in July, so I'm thinking about it. Don't know if I should get it. Another big, another kit that we already knew, but we have not seen a perfect, what it looked like until now, is that high-resolution model 1/100 scale series Wing Gundam 0 EW. I guess many people like the Barbatos high-resolution version because they thought, let's try it on another kit, and this one looks amazing. Look at the bulkiness on this. I have the Wing Zero Master Grade that I recently picked. Well, not recently, but I picked up a while back. But this one is look how much detail this. I really dig this. This is really nice. And look at the construction of the shoulder section, how it supports the wing. That is a complete new redesign, especially if you look at the inner frame. That inner frame is solid. Absolutely solid. And not only does it come with its signature beam, mega beam cannons and beam sabers, it comes with a new shield. So does that mean that this turns into a bird mode type setup, or maybe this is just for shits and giggles? They didn't show what it would look like, but expect this to come out in September for 12,000 yen. So that's about, you're going to be spending over 180 bucks, something like that, with shipping and all that nonsense. How big that is. Well, that's pretty much all the big scale kits. The smaller scales, we found out about the Blue Destiny. I think we've already remembered somebody talking. They showed a production photo of the Blue Destiny maybe like a year ago. 144 scale, and this is in coincide. I believe it's coinciding with the manga release of Blue Destiny. You see that along with the Ifrit Schneid high grade, which we have that in as a P-Bandai kit. Doesn't make any sense. Hopefully they don't. If they do the regular Ifrit, it's not a P-Bandai. Please don't. It would be stupid on Bandai's part. But continuing with P-Bandai, there's a high-grade Universal Century 144 scale RGM 89D Jagan. That looks pretty good with the camo on it. Not bad. So yeah, those are great kits right there. Now we've already know about the Tristan from the Twilight Axis, and Bandai just shown off the trailer for the Twilight Axis series, showing off some mobile suits in that series. Well, hold on a second. Hold on. All right, here we go. So if you they released a video on YouTube, but if you go to Anime News Network, they're talking about it, and there's some information in English, so you can read up about it. Not only they showed off the Tristan and the Zaku 3 version Kotoki, they also showed off some other kits as well. It's not at the show. It's on this website. You'll see some new mobile suits that maybe we'll see at the end of the year. Who knows? So take a look at that. There's going to be a repainting of the MS-06 Zaku 2C or C5 from Origins. This is basically the Zaku or the Char's version of the Zaku 2 from Origins, but it's now in mass production colors. 1,800 yen. I actually like that, and I can't wait. I want to get that because I have not gotten none of the. I mean, I've only had maybe 1 or 2 Origin kits, but I really like this one. Now, this one I did mention a while back, but it doesn't look like it. They're releasing a high-grade Origins Gundam, but it's referred to as the Gundam Local Type North American Front. That is actually really nice. First, it's black. It's not the ground type Gundam because we all know what it looks like. This one's actually a full RX-78. Well, I don't know what version of the RX-78, but it's using the weaponry that the ground units use and the shield. It does have the over-the-shoulder cannon and a beam saber, but the black with gold trim, that is actually nice. And that's going to be about 2,000 yen. So now moving on to the Build Fighter series. Build Fighters have announced that there's going to be 2 series coming out this year. So there's not going to be 1 animation series, there's going to be 2. Now they're showing off these 4 mobile suits that are top secret. They're not showing it to nobody. You see a little bit of the silhouette, you barely can tell which one is which. So, if you're asking me, I have no idea. Really don't. But the big surprise are these kits. First up are these. The Gym, I call them, it says GM/GM. I call them Gym Gems. And the proportions on these Gym Gems are amazing. This is basically, it looks like, and now I'm going to build it, the Impulse Gundam. It looks like they borrowed from the design of the Impulse Gundam and applied it to this, because this has some amazing detail and proportions for its size and scale. I want this. I really do. Hell, I may even want to buy all 3 of them for the 3 heads. I don't see, let me see here, is there a price on it? Yeah, 1,700 yen, so about 20 bucks each. Somewhat, you could say. But yeah, that is really nice. It comes with the 3 heads, the beam sabers, an advanced beam spray gun, and a shield. But I did find a picture that shows off weaponry. I'll see if I can find it here. Another mobile suit here is this. It's called the Build Fighters New Gundam Tentative, of course. But you could tell it's from the G Fighter series, and wow, that looks really nice. And you know, I just noticed it right now. There's a blue part sticking out from the shoulder. I thought it was just all condensed, but that actually looks pretty good. Didn't realize the blue parts. Not digging the gun, but I don't know if maybe there's another gimmick to that. So who knows? Again, I'm not digging that. Not the fact. I'm also not digging the fact that there's a seam line, you know, right there, right in the middle of the gun. So putting that together is going to be a bitch. Now, Bandai has been testing the waters of, the Fumia line, and now we already know about the China Bear. I call it China Bear. There's going to be a Gainko figure, but it's going to be called, I just found out it's going to be called Hyper Gainko. Why not? Now they need the girl who piloted the other girl, the blonde one, which I forgot her name also. to be a figure. And she's Gainko's going to be around 2,500 yen. Obviously, there's a picture of another female character armor, so that's going to be coming out soon. There's another kit called the Hambari Saban. It's, obviously it's a bad guy mobile suit, but from Build Fighter line. It's a different design feature. I'm not digging the holes in the wings. Alright, it's a style, it's a design. The Nin Pulse, I love that. I can't wait to get that. Here's a picture of the weaponry that you can use, that you can apply to your Gundams. So you could make a machine gun, a pistol, a beam rifle, or hell, you can actually convert it into a sniper rifle. So this is actually really nice. I kind of like this idea. Also, there's some beam effect parts that was shown previously, which you can apply to either thrusters or beam sabers or whatnot. And then the last kit that I've seen right now is that Azeroth type kit from Build Fighters. So basically, Build Fighters is shown off its last kit from the line, Gundam Azeroth Renacimento. Yeah. So yeah, that was an amazing set of announcements from Bandai, from the show. I haven't seen any other announcements other than, and I'll post it right here, the Andromeda, but the blue. Remember for those who have not seen 2202 Space Battleship Yamato. They've introduced the Andromeda, which is that flagship from the Earth forces. But apparently there are more versions. There are some sister ships, and they're releasing this one in blue. I can't tell if there's some notable difference maybe in the bridge or along the side of the ship. Maybe it's just the same kit, but repainted in blue. So just to give you a heads up that the Space Battleship Yamato line is, alive and well. And I thought I was going to see more ships, but I guess they're going to wait until the end of the year. That's the one thing I've noticed, that all these kits are coming out in the next 3 to 4 months. Wow, that is amazing. And so, with that in mind, remember, that's not all the kits for calendar year 2017. This is just half of the kits. We got to wait until, I believe, in September or October, where they have the next show, and then they announce the other kits that's coming out for October, November, December, and January. So, some great goodness. Some great goodness there. So, I was going to do a live video feed, but I said, nah, I don't feel like doing that. I was too tired and all that stuff, but I was like, wow, I can't believe this. Prime 92 and I were just going, what the fuck is this? You gotta be kidding me. But, yeah, apparently this is the year of the unicorn. Again. Should we put that in the calendar? Oh, yeah, there, it is in the calendar. I forgot about that. Well, thank you guys all for watching this personal review of what I think I'm going to get, what I plan to get, and what I'm not going to get. And I hope you guys have enough room in your house, have enough time to build it, and have enough money to buy it. With that being said, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. You guys all have a great day.